Welcome back to the John and Linetia show.
Hey, have you ever gone to a restaurant and gotten your bill and the server has put on there something
Hey,
nasty?
four-eyed girl?
Four-eyed girl.
No, I've never seen that before. Have you gone to a restaurant and on your receipt it said, "Hey, big stomach guy"?
Big stomach guy.
Yeah. Did it say that?
No, because I don't have a big stomach.
Okay, and I don't have 4 eyes either. But apparently, someone decided to classify their customers.
Yeah, this happened in Stockton, California, at a at a restaurant, a sports lounge, and we talked with somebody who worked as a server, and the question was, so do you put nicknames to remember people? And she said, well, no, you remember the table numbers.
Right.
If you do anything, you may talk smack about the customers who are maybe difficult or something at the the waiter station.
Right.
But you don't put it in writing. And apparently, though, as opposed to they've got the server name, and in this case it was a guy named Jeff, and had nicknamed the two people at the table as fat girls.
Just terrible. Just terrible. Just terrible. Now remember, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this.
Right. This is not
it's
the
not
first
the
time,
first
which
time,
is stunning.
Which is
it's just
unbelievable. These people are just, it goes back to shows that we've done before where I've said that people are rude.
Yeah.
And they do not care about another person's feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
Rude.
So.
Just completely rude.
Yeah.
Why can't you say the three? You could have put on there the 3 women at table 4. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
Or the 3 ladies with the long brown hair at table 4.
Right.
Why did you have to say the 3 fat girls?
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then what? The manager comes over and says, we're so... Well, he kind of laughed about it at first.
Right.
He was like, we're so sorry. We'll give you 25% off the bill. What?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They ate the food. It wasn't like they had a problem with the food.
And
I'm sure they ate a lot of food.
But they were insulted.
Because they were fat.
They were insulted.
Yeah. So
them.
what? So you
and
should
now
get free
you just
food?
Insulted somebody again, but it's okay.
What? I'm just assuming. I mean, I doubt it was like Kate Moss and her friends there.
Wow.
I'm sure that they were at the reinforced table.
And oh my God. And then the manager offered them another 50% off.
Half off your food. That would be great.
No. How about an apology?
Yeah.
An apology, and this meal is on us.
Ooh, I don't know. Especially if they're big eaters.
What?
How do we know that they didn't have like all-you-can-eat shrimp?
What?
And they had like buckets and buckets of shrimp.
John, that's not good.
I'm looking. The bill says the bill was $25.50.
Okay.
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 You put fat girls on there. Give us our food free.
That wasn't even that much money.
You're right. They should, and they probably had to get back to pulling the slots. They were at the casino. Doing the slot machines.
But what did that have to do with them being insulted on this receipt?
Well, I don't see how 50% off, getting half off your food would be a good deal.
How about an apology?
Well, they eventually did get the apology. I mean, the owner wasn't there apparently, and posted an apology on the Facebook page, and I think tried to get in touch with them. The owner of the casino.
And the guy was fired.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
who put this insulting
you gotta
antic
get rid
on
of the
him.
server there. Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah.
That was just really, really sad. And it shows again, people do not have any feelings for people, and we feel like we can just say anything we want to people with no remorse.
It's the internet age. It's
so
like all those stupid
unhappy.
comments on websites, yeah.
But it still doesn't make any sense. Where is your ethical values? What happened to?
It's being civil. It's the weird thing. It's that people are not following the golden rule. They're not treating people like they want to be treated.
Right.
It's crazy.
I always think about, what if those were my parents? How would I want them to be treated? And that is kind of a way that you can look at, how to treat people. Think about if those were your parents.
Right.
And then,
right. Unless you're like one of the Menendez brothers, and then when you want to murder your parents, you don't think that. Don't think you want to murder everybody.
Do you know everyone probably doesn't know who those people are?
I know it's a 1980s
you know what
reference.
I mean?
Or
I may know and you may know, but a lot of people were only born in the 80s, so you may not know.
All right, look it up on Wikipedia, folks.
This is sad. People, please stop treating people bad.
Speaking about treating bad, okay, I travel with the job maybe once or twice a month. Get on a plane, take a short flight, and of course it's like, they close the doors and they tell everybody you've got to turn off all electronic devices.
Correct.
Otherwise the plane will crash.
Supposedly.
And then the plane gets to 40,000 feet, you can turn them on. Okay, now we're going to land, turn them off, otherwise the plane will crash. Okay, now, apparently, finally, the Federal Communications Commission has basically contacted the FAA and is basically saying, listen, can you relax these goofy rules? The big question is whether or not there really is any kind of threat. It's like, does the guy in row 32 seat D, is his cell phone going to cause havoc with the cockpit engine?
Right.
Or the cockpit controls.
Yeah.
And hopefully, ultimately, I think the answer is going to be no. We can allow people to do whatever the heck they want. For a lot of planes now, you can get cell service and Wi-Fi service in the air. So pretty much there's no need to turn off your cell phone.
Well, maybe it's just a situation where it's been, like this forever, and until they do some more studies, they're not sure if this is going to be a safe practice or not for people to say, okay, go ahead and use your cell phone, whatever.
Right. But the FCC, the commissioner at the FCC basically makes a good point, which is that, mobile devices are increasingly important to people. They're part of your lives, and you want to be connected, you want to stay connected, and even just turning them off, for a little while and all, it's just like, really, do we need to turn off the iPad while we're, and it's, I always think about it too, where it's like, turn it off, and it's like another 15, 20 minutes before they say you can turn it on, because it's like we got a taxi down the runway, we're in line, then we take off, do a couple of loops, finally get up to 40,000 feet. Right.
But I guess they just feel like, I understand what the FCC is saying, but they're like, well, we just don't deem this safe yet.
And that's the thing. It's about time. It's about time that they finally worked on it and figured out whether everything was good.
They're still working on it. They're still working on it. So until they fix it or feel more comfortable with the thought of having these devices on while they're taxiing or when they're going in the air or so forth, it's probably going to happen slowly.
Yeah, well, it should start happening. That's the key.
Change will happen, but change happens slowly.
All right, well, thanks for listening, everyone. You are listening to the John and Linetia Show.